Star Trek. Starfleet Academy trailer confirms release date, character reveals, and legacy callbacks. The long-anticipated debut of Star Trek, Starfleet Academy is finally materializing, and the newly released trailer wastes no time delivering the goods. Fans have been speculating for months about when the show would drop, who would anchor its cast, and what kind of nostalgic nods the franchise's newest flagship series would integrate into its storyline. Now, we have answers and a whole new wave of questions, thanks to a trailer that mixes adrenaline, emotional stakes, and legacy energy in perfect Trek fashion. Clocking in at just under 2 minutes, the trailer manages to give fans everything they needed without giving away everything they wanted. It's bold, it's crisp, it's overflowing with thematic declarations about the future of Starfleet, and it teases a series that will fuse youthful ambition with the deep lore of a franchise that spans 6 decades. Here's a deep dive into the biggest takeaways. A confirmed release date signals confidence. The trailer finally locks in the premiere window fans have been waiting for. Star Trek: Starfleet Academy will release on March 7, 2026, with a 2-episode premiere arc that transports fans straight into the heart of the Federation's newly rebuilt training institution. For months, fans had heard whispers about production delays, expanded special effects schedules, and even the possibility of a summer pushback. But the trailer's confident announcement signals Paramount Plus feels it as a tentpole series that's polished and ready to lead a streaming season. The release date strategically places the show in a spring slot, aligning with previous successful Trek premieres like Strange New Worlds and seasonal event-style marketing pushes. The dual-episode release tells us something else. The story probably starts with a clear turning point, one that thrusts cadets into peril early and sets the series' tone. Meet the new faces of Starfleet. With a franchise as sprawling as Star Trek, casting a new generation is both an opportunity and a risk. The trailer gives fans their first look at the core cadet ensemble, and it's immediately evident that this series won't lack personality or variety. While character names and arcs have been kept deliberately vague, the trailer provides just enough characterization to start building theories. The idealist leader, a driven, morally centered young cadet, visually reminiscent of a young Michael Burnham in posture and confidence, appears to be the series' emotional anchor. Scenes show them navigating tough decisions and rallying fellow cadets with passionate monologues about duty, sacrifice, and the Federation's future. Every franchise needs a protagonist who carries the thematic torch, and this one seems primed for that role. The rogue talent, a charismatic, rule-bending genius, quickly captured fan attention. Their smirking line in the trailer, "Starfleet doesn't need another perfect officer, they need someone unpredictable," is already circulating as main fuel. Expect them to be the wild card, pulling the team into unconventional solutions and occasionally into trouble. The alien cadet with legacy connections. The standout reveal is an Andorian cadet whose storyline appears to tie directly into the historical tensions of their species within the Federation and beyond. Fans saw brief flashes of scenes involving Andorian combat training and brief dialogue suggesting political pressure from homeworld factions. This inclusion hints at a broader geopolitical arc, a staple of strong Trek storytelling. The outsider with something to prove, a quiet, reserved student from a non-Federation world, brings emotional weight. In one notable moment, they sit alone at a cafeteria table, only to be approached by the leader character. This dynamic screams heart-heavy growth and will appeal to anyone who appreciates the character-building philosophy behind Trek's best ensembles. Legacy characters return. But wisely, the trailer doesn't overuse legacy characters, but it knows exactly which cards to play. Fans nearly erupted when the trailer cut to a surprising cameo. Tilly, now a senior officer returning as an instructor. Her warm yet commanding presence instantly signals the show's respect for Star Trek. Discovery's contributions while using Tilly in a believable mentorship role. Her appearance is short but powerful, offering a few lines of advice while walking through a classroom filled with new cadets. Another legacy nod arrives in the form of a holographic training module featuring Spock's recorded logs, which gives cadets philosophical and scientific guidance. This isn't shoehorn nostalgia, it's the kind of world building that makes the Academy feel spiritually connected to the Trek past while pointed toward an uncertain future. One more reveal drew massive applause from longtime fans. The the return of the Kobayashi Maru simulation. Updated with immersive graphics and clever emotional beats, the iconic no-win scenario is shown testing cadets' moral boundaries rather than just tactical ones. It's an ingenious callback that connects younger audiences with Trek's most famous training ethic, a federation at a crossroads. The trailer emphasizes that Starfleet Academy isn't just about dorm room drama and academic tension. This is a federation rebuilding after decades of war, betrayal, and near collapse. There are references to a post-burn generation, suggesting that some overarching political, moral, or technological changes of Star Trek Discovery's era continue to influence Federation operations. In one of the trailer's darkest moments, an unseen threat infiltrates the Academy's computer systems, triggering an emergency lockdown and showing cadets scrambling in hallways lit by pulsing red signals. This moment is likely a thread that will pull viewers through season-long intrigue. A youthful cast doesn't mean stakes will be low. Visual tone and energy reflect a new Trek identity. The cinematography is vibrant, youthful, and kinetic, a purposely distinct shift from the atmospheric noir of Picard or the refined classical style of Strange New Worlds. The Academy campus itself is stunning. Sleek silver walkways curve above glowing botanical courtyards. Practice arenas mimic environments from desert worlds to zero-G rescue scenarios. None of it feels like recycled sets. The production clearly aimed to modernize Starfleet aesthetics without abandoning its optimistic design language. The trailer's pacing also proves this is not a slow, philosophical Trek clone. While philosophical Trek will always be its core identity, Starfleet Academy appears to embrace a more character-driven urgency, reminiscent of YA ensemble dramas, but elevated by mature writing and thematic Trek sensibilities. Big questions the trailer leaves unanswered. Despite the information the trailer provides, it leaves viewers with plenty of mysteries, the kind that drive fan speculation forums into a frenzy. What is the central threat? We see hints of digital sabotage, shadowy figures operating from beyond Federation borders, and tense dialogue references about a returning darkness. But the trailer never gives away the antagonist. Smart move, which cameos are still hidden. Legacy cameos are almost guaranteed in a series rooted in Trek's most iconic training institution. Could we see Admiral Janeway checking in on cadets? A passing mention of Captain Burnham? Even a voice cameo from someone tied to classic Trek eras? Will the series follow a year-in-the-life format? The Academy setting suggests room for seasonal storytelling, with each year representing new challenges. The trailer hints at long-term arcs, but doesn't confirm the structure. A bold next step for Star Trek storytelling. If the trailer proves anything, it's that Star Trek. Starfleet Academy aims to speak to both seasoned fans and a new generation of viewers. The storytelling will blend classic Trek morality with contemporary character arcs. There will be callbacks to the franchise's most beloved lessons, but also reinventions that expand its emotional vocabulary. The show seems designed to be accessible without being shallow, nostalgic without being dependent, and thrilling without abandoning its thoughtful legacy. The release date confirmation is just the beginning. With character reveals that hint at layered storytelling, thrusts the Federation